What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? So I got enough questions about it that I, decided to go ahead and do a video and answer the question. And I mean, I've also believed that I've done a video before, but I'm too lazy or too busy, whichever you want to call it, to go back and look. But I don't mind doing another video, and I don't mind doing more videos in the future for if people, join my page, start to follow me and have the question of why do I call myself the Catalyst? Because honestly, the answer will evolve, change, and be added to as I continue to grow spiritually, emotionally, physically. As I develop more, the answer will become more complex and more nuanced. So the question is, why do I call myself a catalyst? And it's for several reasons, right? I guess the first, we should start by reading the definition, the dictionary definition term of the catalyst. And it's a substance that increases the rate of chemical reaction without itself undergoing any permanent chemical change. So the thing is, one thing that I've struggled with a lot in my life is change, particularly when people change. It's always been a struggle. It's always been a burden. It's always been a conflict with me when people change. I've always been upset with it, to be honest with you. It bothers me. It vexes me. It really gets me outside of my zone, my comfort zone. It really disrupts my peace, when people change, because they often change for the worst. They don't change for the better. They don't improve. But I've learned that people don't necessarily change, but just reveal who they truly are in nature, right? They just show who they are under these new circumstances. Anyway, back to the reason why I call myself the Catalyst. When change used to happen to me, when change used to happen around me, it would bother me because we're creatures of habit. So I don't like change. Nobody really does. Unless it's dramatic change for the better, most people get very upset and uncomfortable when things change. And I started to ask myself the difficult question of, why am I so displeased and disamazed by change? And I had to be honest with myself, like you have to always be when you want to obtain a goal. I'm not where I want to be. I'm not who I should be or what I should become. So the problem with change is not that things change, it's that I'm not ready for them. I'm not prepared for it. I'm not powerful enough to endure it. So then I asked myself, well, how do we get past this obstacle? How do we get past this feeling, this reoccurring event of being knocked down by change? And it took a long time of me constantly asking this question to myself till I got an answer that I wanted. Because at first it was like, well, we become more powerful. We get more money. Then it was, we become more knowledgeable and more wise. Then it was, we need to network and meet more people. And that's not necessarily wrong. That's not necessarily bad answers. But one day I heard a voice say, we become the change. So no longer do I wait, anticipate, or try to prepare for change. Now I create it. I build it into what I want it to be. My reality is no longer shaped, formed, or at the mercy of my opposition, of my peers, of my superiors. Now it succumbs to my will. I am the catalyst because I am the change. And once you realize the power that you have, you become the catalyst too. So that's why I call myself the Catalyst. Plain and simple. It's things are going to change anyway. Why not make them change for the way that I want them to be? If this reality is going to be influenced and shaped by someone, why don't I make myself the influencer? Why don't I make myself the changer? Why don't I make myself the terraformer? Why not me? If someone's will must be executed, if someone's will must be manifested, it may as well be mine. That's when you know you have realized the power that you truly have in your vessel. Because you start to understand, I can affect change. I can create change. I can even stop change. All right, guys. Hopefully that answered your question. Hopefully that wasn't too long of a video. That's why I call myself the Catalyst. As always, I need you guys to take care of yourselves. Be kind to one another. Keep me in your prayers. I'll forever keep you in mind. Endure, believe, rise.